some other baits we have coming in as well is the DC Poppin' Frog. Is it the 60 millimeter? Is that the new size or new frog altogether?
It's a new frog altogether.
Okay.
And it's also, it's a new frog altogether in a different size. So here's our DC popping frog. And like our previous DC frog, what makes these unique is, I don't know if you can see it there, there's a little hole at the very front, and then there's a channel that comes through. So when you look at the hook and how it's placed in here, you have a pin that goes through the nose, and then it connects to the hook, and the hook goes through this channel, and it comes to the outside of the body. That's the only thing that would allow water to get in, is that channel with the hook built in. So these things are very water resistant. Most of the time when you fish them, it's almost weird in the beginning because you pick it up and I feel like it's like subconscious. We make a few casts on the frog and we squeeze it and you're like, nothing's coming out. There's no water coming out. And so you eventually learn that like you don't have to squeeze this anymore. And so the same thing is here in this guy, that it has a secondary chamber, a primary chamber right here that water would have to move all the way up to get in and then enter this back chamber. So it stays really, really, really watertight most of your time fishing it. One of the changes that we did here from learning from our first DC is that we kind of moved this channel. We customized the hook and moved the entry point forward. And so we moved the channel forward. So but what that does is a lot of times when you hook a fish, it'll dislodge the hooks from the bait, but now these hooks can pivot completely out of the way. Wow. So if you have a fish thrashing around, this hook system is going to help the body of the bait get out of the way and keep you pegged directly on the fish without damaging or tearing the body. So it really helps on your landing ratio. And whenever it's you're ready to start fishing again, all you have to do is you collapse the chamber back in, put the hooks back in their slots, and you're ready to roll. So it's a really neat little feature. It's kind of weird going from not fishing, a frog that sinks to being able to fish a frog that like doesn't sink at all. It's super cool.
That's amazing. We actually threw some of the frogs last year after ICAST, and I was really impressed with those. Nice, compact, little size. Hookup ratio was amazing. Only got to fish for one day there, but really neat and excited about checking those ones out too. I really like the idea of that hook and that chamber right there. That's more cast you can make, less time squeezing, more fish in the boat.
Absolutely, and the fact that the hook gets away. Anyone who's done any amount of frog fishing, you have so many fish that you get them to the boat. Like Jose said, they're thrashing, and the hook is just coming apart from the body of the frog, and to give that amount of thought into the fight of a frogfish just is indicative of how much detail Savage puts into their baits. I mean, that's really a testament. That's awesome. So again, that bait will be available on the site very soon here.